What's going on, guys? My name is Wade with Tech Daily, and this video is going to be a comparison. It's probably not a very good comparison, but I wanted to put the OnePlus 5T and iPhone X side by side to test out their different face unlock capabilities. Now, I know each of these phones has drastically different technology and software behind their respective face unlock features. I also know the iPhone X is far more secure than the OnePlus 5T, and this isn't like an assertion, this has been stated by OnePlus. Their face unlock feature can't be used for purchases. It's not always accurate. They give a lot of warning and explanation behind it, which is totally fine. It's much better to just be honest and transparent about it. And while these phones are catered towards very different groups of people and are priced at opposite ends of the spectrum, I've always been impressed with OnePlus's ability to bring on those innovative flagship features that we see from big brands. Like when they added a fingerprint sensor to the OnePlus 3 and blew everyone away with how fast it was. Face unlock seems to be the new industry standard, and I'm interested to see how the 5T stacks up against what's pretty much the best face unlock technology on the market right now. We'll start with the iPhone X, and as far as the software experience and just setting up Face ID, it's all pretty straightforward. The iPhone asks you to set your face inside the circle and move your head around, so it can basically get a 3D model of everything. You have to do this scan twice, but as long as you follow the green progress bar on the edge and hit all the angles, and you're in pretty good light, it works flawlessly, and you can now use your face to unlock the device. There's really only one other option for iPhone's Face ID, and that's enabling or disabling require attention, which means that if disabled, your eyes don't have to directly be looking at the phone for Face ID to recognize you and unlock. This obviously limits security a bit. Someone could theoretically face unlock your phone just by holding it up to you, even if you're trying to look away. But disabling this attention feature sometimes allows the iPhone X to unlock more quickly, and it's less fussy about trying to get your face. Generally though, under most conditions, Face ID for the iPhone X works pretty well, even in low light due to the hardware. When you wake the device, the lock screen displays a locked or unlocked icon depending on if Face ID recognizes you, and you can then swipe up to get inside the phone. What you won't actually see though is the vast amount of hardware technology tucked away in the notch that's needed for Face ID, and also provides an immense amount of security. The notch houses the True Depth camera system, which includes an infrared camera, flood illuminator, and dot projector. And while you can see the sensors blinking and working in this video, you don't actually see that happening in front of you in real life. In fact, what you won't see is how the iPhone is actually projecting 30,000 dots on your face, analyzing you, comparing it to the 3D model it has stored, and deciding if it's really you. While Touch ID, Apple's fingerprint sensor, had a 1 in 50,000 chance that it could be fooled, Apple says Face ID has a 1 in 1 million chance. And that high level of security allows Face ID to be used with purchases such as Apple Pay, iTunes, and the App Store, as well as third-party apps like banking, and also for stored passwords. I think as far as security, while we have seen Face ID get fooled in different rare situations, it's really one of the most secure ways to lock and unlock a device at this point, just given how much hardware and technology there seems to be behind it. And while Face ID can be nitpicky and inconvenient at times, it's hard to dismiss the fact that it's just trying to do its job. As far as the OnePlus 5T, the user experience in setting up Face Unlock is also very straightforward. The 5T simply takes a moment to look at your face, and after a few seconds and one single scan, it's all set up and ready to go. Setup is very quick, but using it to unlock the device is quick on an entirely new level. When you press the power button on the 5T and are looking at the phone, Face Unlock is so fast that you don't even see the lock screen. It's ridiculously fast, way faster than the iPhone X or any other device by a noticeable margin. And you might be saying to yourself, okay, it only feels fast because you aren't swiping to unlock like you are on the iPhone. And that's sort of true. You can disable the auto unlock feature on the 5T so you can see the lock screen and swipe to unlock. And honestly, I wish the iPhone X had an auto unlock feature anyway, but still, if you look at the icons that show the device locked and unlocked, it's still wicked fast, and at least in my opinion, still faster than the iPhone X. But as fast as it is, there's still the matter of security. The 5T uses the 16 megapixel front-facing camera for Face Unlock, nothing else besides that. It's not like a picture of your face would fool it exactly, but it's simply nowhere near as secure as the iPhone. This has been stated by OnePlus, but they've acknowledged that they're going to continue to work on it and improve security, which is always nice to see. Because of this, OnePlus did decide to keep a fingerprint sensor around back, something the iPhone X eliminated completely. While the rear placement isn't ideal for everyone, it's nice to at least have the second option, and both Face Unlock and the fingerprint sensor can be used together with one another. One area that I think both devices tend to struggle with are when conditions are simply not ideal, and this happens all the time in the real world. Because the 5T only uses the front camera, Face Unlock is terrible in low light, and that's sort of expected. The iPhone X, with its IR projection and flood illuminator, is better, but still struggles from time to time. And with glasses, sunglasses, hats, and other accessories, both devices tend to sort of be hit or miss. Sometimes the 5T is actually a little better with sunglasses, and other times the iPhone X won't even hiccup while the 5T can't unlock at all. And those real-world changes in conditions sort of demonstrate the limitations and frustration behind Face Unlock from time to time. Now, the 5T does have a leg up on the iPhone X in one area in particular on the software side with Smart Lock. This is something that definitely might put your phone at risk and limit security, but once again, it's more of a potential convenience feature than anything else. With Smart Unlock, you can enable on-body detection, which will keep the 5T unlocked when it senses the device in motion. You can add a trusted place using Google Maps, so if you're at home, for example, the phone will just remain unlocked until you travel somewhere. You can add a trusted Bluetooth device. If the phone is connected to your at-home speaker, for example, it'll remain unlocked. And you can even unlock using an OK Google command, as long as your voice is recognized. Again, this obviously really limits overall security, but at least having these options I think is really nice. You can debate whether or not it's that big of an inconvenience having your phone locked while you're at home, but I think the point here is that you at least have some more options with the 5T. So just to sum up everything here, the iPhone X has an immense amount of technology behind Face ID that allows it to be a secure, reliable, and reputable feature. Where the OnePlus 5T lacks in security though, it makes up for in convenience and software options. Again, I know these phones are tailored toward different people and priced very differently as well, and you sort of get what you pay for when strictly looking at Face Unlock, but all in all, I really applaud OnePlus with what they brought to the 5T. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, be sure to follow Tech Daily on Twitter and subscribe to the Tech Daily YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.